Hi everyone, and welcome back to the MySG Prop Podcast. It's Monday, December 29th, 2025, and we're here to give you our weekly updates on the Singapore property market. I'm Rainey, and with me, as always, is the ever-insightful CS. Today, we've got some real market pulse moments to unpack, diving into the latest trends, statistics, and some interesting research and studies.
Thanks, Rainey. Always a pleasure to be here. And yes, today's market pulse is definitely going to get your attention, especially with what we're seeing in the non-landed private residence sector.
Oh, I'm already intrigued. What's the big news there, CS? I've been hearing whispers.
Well, the numbers are pretty compelling, Rainey. We've seen a 36% increase in profits from the resale of non-landed private residences compared to just 3 years ago. And get this, the average profit this year is around $545,000.
Wait, $545,000 average profit? That's quite a jump. 36% in 3 years is, wow. It really shows the resilience, or perhaps the sheer demand, in that segment, doesn't it? I mean, who wouldn't want to make that kind of profit?
Exactly. It's a significant figure that highlights the strong appreciation some properties have seen. It also speaks volumes about market sentiment and buyer confidence. Even with all the talk about cooling measures, people are still seeing value and making solid gains.
That's quite the silver lining for some homeowners. But moving from the private sector, I've also heard some buzz about the HDB market, especially regarding the minimum occupation period, or MOP, flats. What's the outlook there for next year?
That's a very important point, Rainey, and it ties directly into our Market Pulse segment. Analysts are actually predicting that a substantial influx of MOP flats in 2026 could potentially moderate resale prices. You see, when these flats hit their 5-year mark, more supply comes onto the market, which naturally can ease some of the demand pressures.
So more supply, potentially cooler prices? That sounds like good news for those looking to buy resale HDBs, especially if they've been feeling the pinch from the recent price hikes. I guess it's all about supply and demand, isn't it?
It is. And speaking of HDBs, let's talk about prime HDBs. These have been incredibly hot, right? But the latest indicates that while they are still oversubscribed, the demand is actually easing a little bit, primarily because of the increased supply coming into the market.
That's a relief to hear. I mean, for a while there, it felt like you needed a miracle to get one of those prime HDB flats. So, still popular, but not quite the frenzy it once was, which is a sign of a healthier market, I suppose.
Definitely a sign of things evening out. It means the market is responding to the new launches and the increased inventory. It's still a desirable segment, but buyers might find a bit more breathing room now.
All right, let's shift gears a bit. Beyond the overall market, are there any new launch promotions catching your eye, CS? I always love hearing about the latest deals.
Oh, absolutely. First up, we have Nair Residences. It's being touted as the lowest priced development in the market today, with units starting from only $998,000 or $1,930 per square foot. And if you're looking for commercial space, shops there start from $1.2 million.
Wow, $998,000 for a new launch? That's almost unheard of these days. That's quite an attractive entry point for many, I imagine. When can people check it out?
The VVIP viewing is from January 17th to 27th. I highly recommend booking your viewing slot now if you're interested, as something like that at that price point will likely generate significant interest.
Noted. Anything else on the new launch front?
Yes, we also have the Hillshore in District 5. Starting January 1st, 2026, you can enjoy up to a $390,000 discount. It's also freehold and conveniently located near an MRT station, which are two very strong selling points.
$390,000 discount? That's substantial. And freehold near an MRT? That combination is gold for many buyers. It sounds like a strong option for those who value long-term ownership and connectivity.
Indeed. And for those considering commercial property, Fortune Center still has 7 offices remaining. Prices start from $2.28 million, with sizes ranging from 1,550 to 2,239 square feet. It also boasts proximity to 5 MRT stations, which is fantastic for accessibility.
7 offices left. That's not many. Proximity to 5 MRT stations is definitely a huge draw for businesses. Commercial spaces are always interesting for diversification, too.
Absolutely. It's a prime location for any business.
Switching to rentals, the market's always dynamic. Any specific rental properties standing out this week?
We've got a 3-room HDB in Clementi available. It's fully furnished, near an MRT station and malls, and available from January 9th. The asking rent is $3,200.
Clementi is such a popular area, especially with its amenities and connectivity. A fully furnished 3-room HDB for $3,200 is quite a find there, especially being near the MRT.
It's a good option for those looking for immediate move-in convenience in a mature estate.
And finally, for our listeners who are keen on looking beyond our shores, Any overseas investment properties to highlight?
Yes, for those looking at cross-border opportunities, there's a hotel-inspired serviced residence in Johor Bahru City Center, which is quite appealing. It's priced at around $300,000, making it an accessible option for many Singaporean investors.
Around $300,000 for a hotel-inspired serviced residence in JB City Center? That's a very attractive price point, especially considering the proximity and the potential for a different kind of investment portfolio.
Precisely. It's a way to diversify and explore properties outside of Singapore with a different risk-reward profile.
Well, that's all for today's podcast from MySG Prop. I hope you picked up something useful for your next property move, whether you're buying, selling, renting, or even looking overseas. Don't forget to follow or share this episode with someone who's into real estate too.
And for more insights and new launch updates, you can always visit us at mysgprop.com.
Catch you next time.